What's up, everybody? It's Doug, and it is great to be back on the podcast. It has been a while, and I've missed you. I've missed podcasting. I've missed creating content. And let me just give you a little bit of context for that. I'm recording this right now in November of 2024, and several months ago, it was March of this year, we had just finished our L3 one-day conference, and it was a huge success, but I realized that I kind of hit my limit in my capacity, and I had to evaluate my life and push pause on a few things, and one of the things that I knew I had to push pause on was the podcast. It's a lot of work to put on a weekly podcast, and so I just knew that I just needed to hit pause for a season. And so with that said, it's now November of 2024, and it's time to bring the podcast back. So I'm really excited about this, and over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to be airing episodes that I actually recorded over a year ago, but we've just not had the opportunity to publish them. And so you'll get to hear episodes with me interviewing Dr. Josh Axe, Meg Meeker, Jeremy Pryor, Christiana Smith-Shy, and Greg Fuhr, and they're all phenomenal interviews. And then in the new year, we'll be bringing you all new episodes. And so I'm still processing what the podcast will look like in the future. I think we'll likely move to a 2 to 3 episodes a month podcast rather than every week, just given the capacity I have, which I'll share in a future lesson, but we are expecting our 5th child now in January, which is crazy, but it's going to be a lot of fun, so we'll see what that brings. But yeah, it'll likely look like 2 or 3 episodes a month. And my goal, as always, is to bring at least one personal lesson a month where I'm adding value to you, and then at least one interview with an inspiring leader as well. Beyond that, we'll see. I'm still brainstorming other unique episodes that we can do. And that being said, if you have any feedback on ways that you think we can improve the podcast, let me know. You know, if you listen to podcasts every single week and you're like, man, I love this specific podcast and here's why, let me know. You know, I would love to hear what you think we could do better. If there's any leaders that you're like, Doug, you have to interview this leader, I'd love to hear that. If there's any topics you'd like to hear me cover in the personal lessons, let me know that as well. And you can give me all that feedback by emailing me at dougsmith@l3leadership.org. And for those of you who may be listening to this for the very first time, just know that, you know, the L3 Leadership Podcast started in 2012, and we have over 400 episodes already recorded. So there's plenty of content for you to go back and listen to, and we look forward to providing much more content in the future. And so again, I'm looking forward to being back and engaging with you all on a consistent basis. And we will see you next week as we relaunch the podcast with my interview with Dr. Josh Axe, which is phenomenal. If you don't follow him, please start now. And enjoy the podcast as we move forward into the future. And as I always say and close each episode, leader, keep leading. Don't quit. The world desperately needs your leadership. We'll see you next week.